Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Gone are the days of wrestling with our favorite LJN wrestling figures, trying to convince them to stand up. What's a guy to do? I'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get on Etsy and look up 4 Left 3D Creations and get yourself these amazing custom LJN figure stands. There is a custom stand available for every single one of your LJN Wrestling Superstar figures. Make your display shine by grabbing these custom LJN stands from 4 Left 3D Creations today.
Well, hello everybody. It's Jason Up's New Age Revolution. It's the cave. I don't like that blank shelf. We're gonna go that way. Yeah. Well, you can still see the blank shelf. Whatever. It just means there's more stuff coming. Anyway, it's New Age Revolution. It's the cave. It's the second video of the day because we got some mail. And I was hoping for one particular item to come. Because we talked about it on the channel a few weeks back, and I said, this is what I want. And then that kind of ignited the desire to move the figures over here, to move the wrestling stuff over here, and then expand the wrestling collection, put my focus back on that. This one item that triggered something, and it didn't ship until just yesterday because the fella has more of a, eBay business, and he doesn't ship on weekends, and since Monday was a national holiday, he wasn't going to ship then either. Okay, so it's going to be like probably Friday or so that it comes, but that's okay. That's okay. We got other stuff in the mail, so we got good news, bad news. I'll tell you the good news, bad news. The Sega Genesis, the Model 2 Sega Genesis that was hooked up to the beautiful Sylvania, 500-inch television that my kids and I got a little bit of pleasure out of, passed away. And foolishly, I said, well, that's a dead Sega. And when my kids hear that there's a dead electronic in the house, they destroy it. They like to take it outside and smash it. And I don't know why. It's just something weird with their broken little brains. And so they beat the Sega Genesis beyond recognition. So I ordered a new one, folks. And look at this. It came today. The Model 2 Sega Genesis with no hookups. But I said, that's okay. I've still got my hookups. It's fine. Right? Now, this one was only $20, and it came with my second controller. This is good. $20, I got the Sega and the controller, an authentic, actual Sega Genesis controller, which I'm happy about. I really can't wait to bust into NBA Live 98. I think that's one of the best sports games ever. I can't wait to play NBA Live 98. It's expensive too. It's like $15 on eBay. So maybe I'll find it for like $5 at a used game store. Well, anyway, I took our control, our power source from the previous Sega, plugged it all in, and hooked it up to the TV, and it still doesn't work. The red light on the Sega Genesis came on for about half a second, turned off, and won't turn on again. I believe I have a dead power pack. Okay, so I spent $20 on the Sega, and I could have saved $8 or $9 by going and getting another power pack. But you live and learn. So I just ordered it off of Amazon. It was $11.99. It comes tomorrow, a brand new Sega Genesis Model 2 and 3 power adapter, and we will hook up the Sega and play, because this said tested and works. So I'm trusting that it's my brick that doesn't work. And I don't have any like this. I don't know if the Atari is the same. The Nintendo isn't, or maybe it is, but it can't be. I'm using the Nintendo. Is the Atari the same? I don't think so. No, I think the Atari's hardwired in, isn't it? No, it isn't. Is the Atari? I don't want to pull it out. I've already ordered the M. It's like in the Atari box, and the Atari box. It's fine. For $11, I got another power pack coming. Okay, great. Because I am really looking forward to, hey, you want to play some Sega. And what I'm thinking, maybe, if you're interested, if I have the NBA Live 98, I'd like to play it with you all. Is it 98? I feel like that's too late. I think it's 96. I feel like 98 is like way too late in the Sega Genesis's life. I think it's NBA Live 96 that I'm thinking of, not 98. That seems a little, maybe. I don't know. I'll look. But I love that basketball game. There's a lot of fun young adult memories of drinking a bunch of beers and playing NBA Live 96 because you can play a whole season, and it's got the fun. When I watched basketball, it was 1994, 95, 96. So, I can't wait to play, Penny Hardaway and, Alonzo Mourning and the New York Knicks and I think Shaq just broke in at the time, but I love that game. So we're gonna get it. So tomorrow we will do, does the Sega work? Because if the Sega doesn't work, I'm gonna return it, but I'm gonna be sad because it was only $20 tested, and anyway. That's not what you came to see. You came to see the wrestling item. Now it's a very small item. It's a very small item, and some might say it's an insignificant item, and I would disagree. Because I don't think that there are any insignificant 80s WWF licensed product. In fact, there's something in my eBay watch list right now that it might be my next item. And it is such a random catalog item that, you wouldn't think that people would get it. But, I never even liked this wrestler, but I think I'm going to, just because I think that the vision is just as much. I mean, I want to go through the WWF catalogs from the year that they came out, maybe up to 89, and just get random stuff. The t-shirts, forget about it. First of all, I don't really care much for wrestling clothing. And the t-shirts are insanely priced. The actual true 1986, Junkyard Dog t-shirt is a $250 t-shirt. Okay, that's never, ever going to happen, ever. So I won't be getting the clothing unless it's, a mistake and it's really cheap. But then there's really no way of knowing that it's not just a reprint. So I'll never get the clothing. And the posters go for a ton of money too. So forget that. I'm probably not going to have, the Elizabeth and Randy Savage poster, because those go for over $100 as well. Buy it now, of course, because nobody puts anything at auction because we're too afraid to get what it's worth. So anyway, I don't think anything's insignificant. So what I wanted to show you was something that I already had. This is not what I got, but this is something I already had. I had the, who makes this? Winston Toys Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling collectible erasers, okay? And Jimmy Snuka, Iron Sheik, and Hulk Hogan are relatively easy to get. Wendy Richter, Roddy Piper, Junkyard Dog is the next easiest to get. I think Piper, and especially Wendy Richter, very, very expensive, very hard to find. They pop up on eBay once a year. So I already have this. I already have the Hulk Hogan, carded Hulk Hogan eraser. Well, look, for $8 with free shipping, $8 free shipping. That's how you do it, folks. The very first wrestling item I have added to my new collection, my new mindset, is a loose Hulk Hogan Winston Toys Rock and Wrestling eraser. And I think there are two Hogans. I think one of the Hogans has, open arms, and then this one has, the Hulkster bicep pose, I guess. Very clean, very nice. Comes with this marking on the back. Here's the cool part. I took this out of the package. It just slides out. You don't have to tear it out. It slides. Look, it comes out, right? So, no big deal. I didn't take it out of its package. It kind of slides into these little tabs. So I didn't unbox it, but I looked at the back of the Hogan and it's got the same marks. So I'm not even going to bother cleaning them up. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Folks, they're cleaning off. Hang on. Let's get the one off his boot. They're just smudge. But they're on the back of the other one too, so they're probably just like package wear. Got them off. A little bit on the butt to go, but there you go. Anyway, the Hulk Hogan eraser. Now, had I known that these existed as a kid, I would have had a blast with these. These would have absolutely come with me to school, and I would have had mini wrestling matches on my desk at St. Pius in 3rd grade, guaranteed, because I did have mini wrestling matches on my desk at St. Pius in 3rd grade with what, you ask? Pencils. That's how sick I was as a child. That's how involved with wrestling I was as a kid. I had wrestling matches with pencils on my desk. Try to figure that out. We also, I don't want to jump ahead here, but we also played baseball with erasers on our desk at St. Pius in 3rd grade. That was long before the football flick game, or the coin game, coin hockey, and rolled up paper field goals. I played somehow baseball with erasers on my desk in 3rd grade. But I wouldn't have had to do that if I'd known that these things existed. So here it is, folks, my first addition to the new collection. Now, Hulk Hogan has a tag team partner. Let me show you. The Hulkster has Jimmy Snuka. This is the other one that I have. So I have already a Winston eraser. I have Jimmy Snuka from the Rock and Wrestling eraser set. So we have 2 now. Do I want them all? Absolutely. That's the whole point of this new collection, right? Am I going to go spend $400 on Wendy Richter? Probably not. But I'm going to look for them. So here we go. Hogan is here. Hogan eraser is my new item. And I'm excited. Now, the thing that's coming next week or Friday or whatever, I'm excited about. And some of you know what it was. If you go back and you watch the video, I was scrolling through the catalog, the WWF catalog with Liam, and I was like, oh, I always wanted this. And I know he would have liked it because he was a kid. He was a kid. He's a kid that loves stuffed animals. So there you go. That's what's got. So you'll see, and it's it kind of like ignited something that said, you got to go back to the wrestling collection because you're not done yet. And there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of stuff that I could collect. Again, just from going through the WWF catalog, you see a lot of the products. And if you just type in, rock and wrestling to eBay, you get the bed sheets, you get the backpacks, you get the sweatshirts, you get, all sorts of rock and wrestling stuff, and we'll get it as it comes along. But here you go. There it is. Hulk Hogan Winston Toys eraser. 1 of 6, 2 of 6 with the addition of Jimmy Snuka, and we'll see what we can do for the others. The Sega Genesis. Fingers crossed that I didn't get another dud and that the AC adapter was the only problem. So we will see tomorrow, and we'll fire this up tomorrow together and see if it works or if I'm, sadly defeated again. But that is all, folks. That's it. There's your second video of the day. Hulk Hogan is part of the family. That is all. Let's see where we're going to put him. Let me take you out of here. And let's put him where he going to go. So Snuka, let's see. I can't do anything with one hand, folks. Snuka is there. And Hogan be there. That's kind of where they're going to go, I think. I don't know why I have this. I don't know why I have these WWF muscles. They're not vintage. All right. There they are. Hogan and Sheik. Hogan and Sheik. Hogan and Snuka erasers. Join the family. And that's all. We'll see you next time. Good night now.